Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a really pretty little sit on the top bar. This is really simple to do, but it's also really pretty to watch because you do some little crisscrossy things with your legs. It's also a really great position for photo shoots because you can see your whole body and your face at the same time, and it looks just really nice in photos. But before we get started, I will just remind you to please subscribe to my channel because it really makes a noticeable difference. It helps other people find the channel, and it really helps me bring you these tutorials and other aerial videos. So please take a minute to like and subscribe, and I will really appreciate it. Okay, moving on to pro tips. My first pro tip is to have good hand placement. Your hands should be not too wide because then it'll be harder to hold on, but also not so narrow that your legs don't have space to move. So try to have your hands slightly wider than your hips, just on the outside of your knees. My second pro tip is to use your abs. When you're doing these leg movements, it's going to help a lot if you're using all of your abs and core muscles to control where your body is going. And it's just going to look a lot more prettier and controlled the more you use your abs and your core. And my third pro tip is that when you cross your legs over in the final position, try to have your hand right in your knee crease. If your knees are too low and on your arm, or if they're too high and on the hoop, A, it's not going to look the same, and B, it's going to be much harder to hold. So really squeeze your knee around your hand. Okay, those were your pro tips, so now let's break it down. Start from a knee hang hawks position on the top bar. Reach up and place your hands on either side of your knees, not quite touching your knees, a little bit of space between your hand and your knee. Next, you're going to lift off both knees and bring them in front of you and straight. You're kind of in a pike position here, or a V position with your whole body. Lean your hips over to one side. You might want to start by leaning over to your stronger arm and then try your weaker arm the next time you do this move. And as your leg gets very close to your hand, you're going to cross the opposite leg over and hook your knee around your hand. Then the leg that is in the middle, the leg that is closer to your arm, is going to bend and hook over the leg that is touching your hand. Basically, you're just crossing your knees the same way you would do if you were sitting in a chair. Remember to arch your back and keep your head looking out. Don't look up with your head or it's going to break your line and look really awkward. When you're ready, you're going to uncross first the top leg, then the second leg, coming back into that pike position. And I'm going to come out of this move into a beautiful back balance. So what I do is touch my calves to the top of the hoop near the span set, then slide my legs down the hoop until I come to have my upper back resting on the bottom bar of the hoop. I am resting just below my shoulder blades, but you can adjust wherever works for you with your body size and hoop. And then I can let go with my hands and come into a beautiful back balance. And one of my favorite things to do in back balance is actually to let go with one foot. I think that's just a really pretty position if I keep my knees together and have that little kind of Betty Boop, one leg bent kind of position. And that's the whole thing. It's pretty simple, but I think it looks really cool. It's a little bit kind of breakdancey with the way you're twisting your legs around. Here's the whole thing again in real time so you can see how it works. And one more time, I'll remind you to please subscribe and like my videos because it really does help me out. I really appreciate it. And with that, I will see you guys next time.